Stacey, first of all, before we go into this weekend's game, just want to congratulate you on being called up to your first ever senior international camp. What's the feeling like about that?
Yeah, thank you. Just excited, nervous, but mostly excited. You know, it's a massive thing for me and my family. Everyone back home is super buzzing for me, and my extended family and stuff like that. So everyone's really excited, and it's just I'm excited to get over there and see how it all goes and just give it my all.
And of course, Stacey, you could have represented Australia, you could have represented Greece. Just how excited are you to go out and sort of take in that experience with Greece?
Yeah, super excited. I'm kind of going in, fully fresh, and really green. This is my first, national team setup. So, yeah, I'm just excited to see, how it all is, what the setup's like, meet all the girls, and hopefully get some minutes and prove myself to the team and the coaches, and push and put my best foot forward. So yeah.
Fantastic. And of course, domestic action. We are playing Glasgow City this weekend. We came off that tough defeat last week against Hearts at Easter Road. What wrongs can we right from that one?
Yeah, I think there's a few. I think it was a game of two halves, and in the first half we had a pretty decent performance. We were able to get the goal, and then in the second half, they came out with a lot of intensity, but I think a lot of it was just us, our errors. They scored 3 goals in like 12 minutes or something like that. So it was pretty, good on them. They took their chances and were able to win the game. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. But, we have to reflect and just be better at the things that we need to sharpen up on defensively. Hopefully we can make it right this weekend.
Well, obviously this weekend's Glasgow City. We're currently the only team in the league to have taken points off City this season. Does that bring any confidence to the team heading into Sunday?
Yeah, I think so. We're always going to back ourselves and try and put our best foot forward. Glasgow City are a talented team. They got, such great, players on that team, and they're going to come out firing. But we just need to match that energy and focus on what we can do and what we do best. And whenever we do that, we normally come out on top, and hopefully we can. So.
And City also coming into this game, they've been in Portugal this midweek, just a tight defeat for them in extra time in the Europa Cup against Sporting. Does that impact our preparations at all, or is all focus on what we can bring onto the pitch?
Yeah, obviously we know that they had a tough game, went into, late minutes of the game as well. So, you think about that, but I don't think spending too much time thinking about that is going to help us too much. Mm-hmm. We just need to focus on ourselves and how we can get 3 points out of this game, because it's important. But we ultimately just want a good performance to bounce back from that last week's defeat, and go into the international break with 3 points, and putting our best foot forward up the ladder.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Stacey.
Cheers.